guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Revive Divine. If it's your first time here, I am Brittany, and this channel is all about embodying your divine feminine, healing from within, and living in truly alliance. Movement, through nutrition, through motherhood. Let's drop in together. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you're returning, I greatly appreciate it. I just have a couple of things on the agenda today. It just come off a 3-day work week. If you know, you know. I work in healthcare and I work 3 days, 12-hour shifts overnight. And yesterday was my last day. I got off around 7:30 in the morning, went home, went straight to sleep, and yeah, we're here. I didn't do anything last night. I woke up like around 7, like whole day wasted. Not wasted, we're not gonna say wasted, we're gonna say we had a day of rest, a day of renewal up till 4 a.m. on ChatGPT, y'all. I'm just now getting into ChatGPT. I've never really needed it for anything, but yeah, when I tell you it is giving me life. I was up till 4 a.m. a deep dive on just, fat loss with, like, being plant-based, meal ideas, because sometimes I feel like I'm a little stagnant when it comes to meals, even though there's a bunch of options, a bunch of veggies and fruits and grains and greens on this earth. I just feel like I'm eating the same things, so I just wanted a little inspiration. So I did that, and I'm actually on my way to Barnes & Nobles right now. Direction with the brand that I feel like I want to build. I just asked, ChatGPT to give me some book recommendations just on the wisdom and the kind of thing I want to align my brand with. A lot of the books I've read, you all know that, well, if you are not new here, you know that I've read Sacred Woman. I read Sacred Woman once a year. That is like that's my book. I love Sacred Woman. I suggest it to everybody that, who's ready to embark on the journey, because it was given to me when I was ready. So anybody who's ready and willing to go through the journey, I definitely suggest Sacred Woman by Queen Afua to them. Another one, because I have so many. It's highlighted down. Okay, my book is highlighted down. So I read that one. It suggested that one, and it suggested Wild Women Run with Wolves, or Women Run with Wolves. And I've heard about that book. I've just never read it. So I'm actually going to go pick it up right now. From my job, I had a $10 coupon. So that worked out. I've had this coupon for 2 years. It gave me a good old discount, because the book is not expensive, but yeah, so I'm just doing that right now. Then I'm gonna go to the coffee shop to maybe start reading it. I also I need to get my YouTube, like my description boxes, in line. They're all over the place. What needs to be there is there, but I don't know. I just upload the video, get it done, and I don't fill in the description box. And I feel like when I go to people's videos, I'm all in the description box, clicking the links and everything. So yeah, I just need to get that together. And I'm gonna pick up dinner, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. My baby just got dropped off at her grandma's house, child. I feel like I say that all the time, but like I said, I just came off a 3-day work week, and my man, he watched the baby, you know, all 3 days, and he had a funeral to go to on Sunday, so it was just a lot. So I just feel like he could use some alone time, a little time to himself, to do the things he wants to do. I know it's like hard to do anything with a 5-month-old. So yeah, I just want to make sure he had a little time to woosah, decompress, because I know when he's gone, I definitely need it. And I'm so thankful for my mom, who gives me a lot of help right now. So yeah, that's all I really have going on right now. And so we're actually on the highway to go to Barnes and Noble. So I will see you guys there. Dropped my freaking camera, you guys. I mean, I hope it's okay. Nothing has happened. But jeez, dude, supposed to be doing all that. Are back on the road again. I just picked up some pizza for tonight from Pizza Classics. They have really good vegan pizza. Usually it's really hard to find veggie pizza with, you know, plant-based protein on it. Really hard to find, or either you find it and it's not that great. So I want to go pick some of that up to drop off the pizza and grab some water, because I have no water to work out with. I should use the bathroom. I told him to come downstairs to get it, but honestly, I need to walk my butt upstairs because the gym has no bathroom. The coffee shop was a great little vibe. Very, very peaceful. What I needed in that moment. I just sat and did a little journaling. I also had a tea and this organic chocolate pudding topped with almonds. Not bad, but I feel like I have an almond stuck in the back of my throat. But it was really, really nice. Just kind of read the intro to the book. I didn't get too deep. I stayed for like an hour and 30. And yeah, I am loving the book so far. It definitely reminds me, just the introduction reminds me of why I started this brand, kind of where I was and the space I was in at the time. I just turned 30. And you know, when you turn 30, there's like something that ignites in you to, I don't know, to change, to transform in a way. And that's what happened. I kind of went through a metamorphosis, just locked in with finding like my truth, finding things that resonated with me, and not on a surface level, kind of like within, like in a serious deep way. I just did some soul searching. I did some soul searching, and I remember doing a lot of shadow work. You know, like writing letters to friends that I've lost, writing letters to my parents, my mom, my dad, my stepdad, my brother. If you know me personally, you know that I was born a twin. Her name was Melanie, and this is at birth, and she was born a stillborn. And I've never really dealt with just that information. Like, you know, I've known about it my entire life. My mom's like always told me, but I'd never kind of went into, I never kind of dealt with how I felt about it, you know, like, yeah, oh, I was born a twin, you know, oh, that's super cool, it'll be two of you. But I've never was like, you connected with somebody in the womb that when you were born you didn't get to meet. And then I found out, you know, her grave, and I went to visit where she was buried. And, you know, like I was saying, I was writing letters to pretty much everybody in my life, and I never sent them or anything, you know, it was just like in a journal. But just, and the intro to the book is reminding me of just that moment in time I was in, where it was like, wow, you're reclaiming who you always were. And kind of Sacred Woman did for me. It kind of reminds me, just the intro alone reminds me of that. And it's called Women Who Run with Rules. I don't think I said that, and I've always heard about this book, but it never really piqued my interest to like buy and purchase and read, because I just love Sacred Woman so much, and I know they're very, very similar. But for me, being an African American woman, Sacred Woman was just that book for me. But this book is also very, very similar about reclaiming your divineness. And that's why when I made the transition, like 28, 29, 27, 29, I was just longing for something more meaningful. And like I said, when I was ready to read it, I read it, and it completely transformed my whole life. We are at the gym right now. I'm just at my complex gym, because after I leave here, I'm gonna go pick up my baby, and we're gonna go home. We're gonna have a little pizza night tonight. to the coffee shop that I go to is so crazy because, you know, if you're from where I'm from, you know that this particular coffee shop, Revolution Coffee and Juice on Broadway, used to be a club. And ooh, when I was in my club era, that was honestly my favorite club. Mid-20s. No, we're gonna give it early 20s. We're gonna give it early 20s. I was in my early 20s and it was just so grown and sexy. This is when I started clubbing. And I just thought the club was so grown, so sexy. It was called Posh, and it was just that to me. So every time I go in here, I'm like, look at it. It's so bright. It's so beautiful. It's so serene. Having ghetto wild nights. The club. Meeting girls in the bathroom. Probably still Facebook friends to this day. We are now at the gym. And I'm so excited, you guys, because I didn't come yesterday or the day before. So I'm just so ready to honor my body, because I appreciate my body so much. She just shows great strength each and every day. So I'm excited to have a little movement in my life today. Just about to pour out my pre-workout and my creatine. Today is just a total body day. I'm really loving doing total body workouts, just doing all the muscle groups in one session. We do, you know, legs, total body, upper body, and repeat. The past 2 weeks I haven't been real consistent with going to the gym, so I'm really loving hitting everything when I do go. We'll see how it works out. I feel like I kind of need to revamp what I'm doing when it comes to my fitness. We did have a weigh-in on the 11th. Today is the 15th, I believe. Oh, today's the 14th. So I did have a weigh-in on the 11th. I started in January at 276.4. I gained 76 pounds during pregnancy. I remember around the time I was pregnant, I was even 200. And so, yeah, I started this journey at 274.6. We are now 256.6. April 11th. So, yeah. That's good news. I just felt like I couldn't get past the 260s. I was like, my God, I'm not seeing like nothing happening. I don't want to revamp what I'm doing in a way. I haven't really been consistent for the past 2 to 3 weeks, just with, you know, trying to balance working and motherhood and babe going to work and me going to work and my mom helping out and us just not wanting her to be with anybody else but us. And I'm so grateful because while I was going to go pick up the pizza earlier, I saw this mother with this young baby. Baby was probably my baby's age, and she was walking out of a daycare. And I was like, oh my God, all I could do was say, thank God. Thank God I haven't had to, you know, resort to daycare or anything. What we're doing is kind of working out. He has a little bit of flexibility with his work, and with me, you know, I only work 3/12s, but it's like you got to sleep the day before you start the 3/12s. You got to sleep when you get off your shift, so it feels like 4 days, and then when you get off you got to sleep. So it's like it's a lot, and I feel like when I get done with this load called work, that when I get home to my baby, it's like I feel, even though I know it's not true, but I just feel like we have to rebond. Like she's not excited to see, and I know it's not true. I'm just like, I know that's not true, but oh my God, that's what it feels like sometimes. Make my pre, and we're gonna get to work. We're gonna get it in.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Yeah.